ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 2013 PwC Sports Awards Ball. First of all, I'd like to thank and welcome PricewaterhouseCoopers, our sponsor for this evening, for making this night possible. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to put on such a great event for you all. And secondly, our home for this evening, the Radisson. Especially thanks to Lynn Donnelly for all the help she's given in the run-up to the event. Yesterday afternoon, it occurred to me that I was going to have to start thinking about this speech. It's not particularly like me to leave things till last minute, but it reminded me of the dissertation fear I had this time last year. Putting it off, and the thought that if I didn't think about it, it wasn't actually going to have to happen. So in my desperation, I looked through some old sports ball files to try and find some inspiration. The most helpful thing I found was some advice about how long my speech should be. A past president was advised, a speech should be as long as a young lady's skirt. Short enough to be interesting, but long enough to cover the interesting parts. Like me, I'm sure that many of you have looked forward to this night since the hangover from last year subsided. It's the one time of year that all of our fantastic sports clubs come together to celebrate the successes of our teams and individuals. We're incredibly fortunate to have all three of our 2013 Hall of Fame inductees present tonight. These individuals have all performed at the highest level in their capacities as players, coaches, and ambassadors for the sport. So it is a pleasure to welcome them this evening. Our list of award winners tonight is as illustrious and extensive as ever, and I'm delighted to have so many of our winners in attendance. Although this night is about recognising and celebrating the incredible achievements of Strathclyde students last year, it would never be the same without all the rest of our sports union members. This session, there are more of you than ever, well over 1,800 across 46 different sports clubs. It's a pleasure to have over 500 of these members here tonight. I am incredibly proud to have represented you all since last summer and can honestly say that I've had an incredible year. The joy that a 22-year-old man can get from seeing his tennis, volleyball, badminton and rugby teams beat Glasgow Uni is truly terrifying. I only now fully appreciate the work that presidents like my friends Karen and Yusuf and the others who have come before them put in during their term. The successes the sports union has, however, are not down to us. There is an outstanding group of club captains, secretaries, treasurers, coaches and drivers who deserve a round of applause for the work they've done over the last 12 months. During my time as president, some clubs and individuals have provided us with great success, a few of which I'd like to mention. Men's basketball Saturday team in their debut season in the Scottish Basketball League won the Jason Muir Trophy, beating all the teams in their division and many in the division above. In the newly introduced Triple S regional competition, we had success with women's basketball becoming regional champions in a year where we were concerned the club may not run at all. Cricket also had a great result, coming first in the Triple S West Indoor Sixes competition in semester 1. Amanda Daly from the Trampoline Club has won 2 silver medals in the elite category of Triple S trampoline events. Peter Meadows from Snow Sports has won both Scottish and British tri-slope big air competitions and won the slopestyle event at the Scottish universities while being runner-up at the British universities. Elite athlete Morven Brown, in her first ever event representing Strathclyde, had an incredible win in Durham to become British University's cyclocross champion. In her first year, Jessica Liddon represented the university as part of the GB World University shooting team in semester 1 just weeks after starting at Strathclyde. Our Sportsman of the Year from 2011 and 2012, Robbie Rennick, kept up his British Union's dominance by becoming 3-time Bucks champion in the 100, 200 and 400 freestyle. There was one glimmer of hope for his opposition, however, after Robbie came 10th in the qualifying heats after a big night out with the swim team. Strathclyde are now proud to have a Gaelic football team, for which we owe thanks to Tommy Murphy, who has been instrumental in establishing a sport at the university, which there has long been a demand for. Flag American football is another of our new clubs. Ross Morrison has led the way in getting the club running over the last 2 years and put in an incredible amount of hard work and effort at an exciting time where British interest in American football is at high. Kendo are another of our new clubs, and Captain Alex Dean must be commended on his commitment to the club and enthusiasm for promoting his sport. Fortunately, we only have one club in Bucks action tomorrow. The first and second mixed golf teams. The ones are taking on Stirling in the Bucks Trophy and are our only Bucks knockout team left standing. So if there's one table here tonight, we should be well behaved. We know which one it is. Finally, our men's rugby team have been making significant efforts to keep the club performing at a high level. And many first team players took up the challenge of becoming Scotland's national kabaddi team for the World Cup in India. At just a few weeks' notice, might I add. Adventurous and insane are both words I've used to describe this group of individuals. But thanks to the last-minute organisation of Captain Blair Hawthorne, the trip was a success and the boys represented our university in a most professional fashion. Most importantly, they returned in one piece, just about. I can honestly say that the Barney Bar was the only place in Scotland that day streaming live kabaddi. However, I was slightly disappointed that none of our players won the brand new tractor awarded to the best defender and raider in each game. Another club who have done particularly well is Canoe, securing RBS sponsorship and Sports Scotland funding to put into action some incredible development plans for the club. I'll start to wrap this up now because I know how long Neil is going to go on for after me. But I would like to give a special welcome and thanks to a few individuals. Ian Stewart is one of the most enthusiastic people I've ever met. His love for the community is incredible. Ian is both a brilliant colleague and great friend, and I know that Strathclyde are very lucky to have someone like him working here. Leanne Carlin. Leanne is like a sports union encyclopedia. I often wonder if the president, staff, exec all went on holiday, whether or not Leanne could run the place on her own. She makes life and that for the executive happens so much easier. Sarah McIntyre, the post of Fixtures and Events Assistant, has brought significant change to the sports union, and I'm sure that many of the captains in here would like to join me in saying what a great addition to the team Sarah has been. I know it must be strange for you, Sarah, being here and not winning Sportswoman of the Year, but I'm sure you'll get used to it. It's a shame that not more of the CSR staff could make it here tonight. The assistance and dedication that they all show in their work make the great relationship between the CSR and Sports Union one of our most valuable assets. Their head of department, however, is here and will be our next speaker tonight. While he will probably choose to embarrass me at every turn, I would just like to thank Neil Sturrock for the knowledge, experience and enthusiasm that he brings to the Sports Union executive. Neil's been there for me and my exec anytime we have had questions or needed some advice, and is someone that I've quickly found cares a great deal about the university and its sports union. Lizzie Sturrock, Louise Stewart, Bruce Perry and Alistair Guthrie. These are the partners and spouses of these 4 sports union staff and exec members, and are 4 people to whom I owe a great deal of thanks for letting me keep them from you at meetings which run far beyond the hours that they are expected to be at work. Shona Aitken has been our honorary treasurer since I remember my time at Strathclyde, and provides us with brilliant perspective and advice on our finance and executive committees. This year particularly, I have asked Shona's advice on a lot of our long-term finances, and even though I provide her with boring document after boring document, she has always been incredibly constructive and helpful. I'd like to give a mention to the other presidents from Scottish institutions, and a special thanks to the ones who have made it tonight. Sharing a similar experience with you all this year is a great help, and the brilliant relationship we have within this region is why PwC is a step ahead of others. I'd like to present another gift to Rachel from PwC to reiterate our thanks and say how great it has been working with the company to deliver this year's ball. It's also a pleasure for us to have Brian Green, Vice Dean Academic of Hats, to present some of our awards here tonight. Last, but certainly not least, I'd like to thank my executive, who have put in such a great shift in making tonight a success. The way each of you has embraced the roles you were elected to has been fantastic, and I look forward to the rest of this year and the things we are yet to achieve. I've found out that I turned into a bit of a monster in the run-up to events like this, so the fact that you all have all put up with it and are still buzzing around and helping me tonight really means a lot to me. So finally, can everyone please give a round of applause for the man behind the ball, Vice President James Corbett, and the rest of the 2012 Captain Exec. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you in the dance floor later on.